Donuts. Hello, and welcome to the Dolls and Donuts podcast, episode 16. In addition to our usual segments, I'll tell you all about my recent travels to Europe.
So, I want to hear everything about your trip.
Oh, there was a lot of drama.
Good, I love drama. Only when it happens to you and not me.
And I don't die.
But before we do, I want to thank Team Broccoli for leaving us a comment on YouTube. And I'm super glad that you are a listener now. And thank you so much for letting us know that you are listening and that you're enjoying it.
And that you subscribed.
So
you won't miss anything.
And so, where did the drama come from?
Okay, so I probably mentioned, I'm not sure, so I'll recap. I went to Berlin, and then I was in Dublin/Belfast for 10 days of like Christmas and the week before Christmas and the week after Christmas. So lots of good vegan food to talk about, but I was in Berlin for the terrorist attacks. So I was a few miles away when that happened, so that wasn't fun. And we were at a Christmas markets in Berlin are a huge thing, and there's lots of them. So we were at a Christmas market, not that one that was attacked, but of course I was posting pictures on Instagram of the Christmas markets, and then like a few hours later, that happened. We were at dinner. We were at Cops, actually, when that happened, and Matt and I started getting like text messages or like messages through Instagram, like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And we're like, "Oh crap." Something's
Did you
happened.
order hot apple cider while you were at the
No, I didn't even see that on the menu. Oh, no. Okay. We didn't get anything to eat or drink when we were there. We just like I bought like some home like handmade ornaments for people.
Okay.
Family members. And I bought really cute earring set from like this artist, I'm assuming. And it's like a little teacup, and then the other side, it's a little saucer.
That's really
earrings.
cute.
So, yeah, that was cute. I was like, ooh, Raha would like these. That was the last pair of those. So I was like, oh, there were probably a bunch of colors and designs and stuff earlier in the day, or weeks, because that stuff runs for a long time. Mm-hmm. But, so we were at Cops having dinner, and we started getting these text messages. So I'm like, we should probably Google, because something's obviously happened. And then we knew then that a different Christmas market had been attacked, so...
And they knew that it was a terrorist attack?
At that time, that was like an hour after it happened. We were at Cops, and it was suspected, right? Mm-hmm. But, I was kind of like, well, I'm assuming it is, likelihood is that it's a terrorist attack, right?
I don't know. Our world is so full of crazy people that it's hard for me to know.
Yeah, it wasn't, my first thought wasn't even like, oh, he could be drunk, he could have had a seizure, because that happens,
totally.
People are driving cars and have issues or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh no, like, it's probably a terrorist attack. So we finished, obviously, our food, and we left, and because they were telling, like, people in Berlin to, like, go home and stay home, because that guy was on the run. He jumped out of the van, or the semi-truck, and took off. Mm-hmm. So they didn't know what was going on, and, so we were like, okay, we're going to get a taxi back. Because it was like a half an hour walk. We were just going to walk it. No taxis. Not a light on to be seen. I was like, okay, let's just start walking towards the hotel, in the direction of the hotel, instead of trying to like go to like, a bus, like, a train station, where taxis would congregate and wait for people. I was like, so we'll just walk that way. And if we see a taxi, we'll grab it. If not, at least we're just going that way. So we're walking, and we never got a taxi. But you could tell, like, half the people that we were walking around knew and half the people didn't. Because, like, it was like a couple days, well, it was, what day was it? The 21st it happened, or the 20th, 21st? I can't remember which exact day exactly. I think it was the 20th. And so it was a couple days before Christmas. A lot of people were going out, meeting with friends and all that. So you could tell people were like, having a good time. It was at maybe like, it was like 10, so it's at night, people are out having fun or whatever, and they were just like, not a care in the world, you could tell. And then there was the other people who were like, not making eye contact, and like quickly trying to walk to wherever their destination was, like, to get home. So like, those people like knew that something had happened. So we ended up walking all the way back to our hotel, and like this big burly guy stopped us and like said in German something, and we're like, we don't speak German. And then eventually he just started talking in English, and he's like, I need to see your room key, because we're not letting it, like, 'cause there's been a terrorist attack, and like they were just making sure that everybody got into the hotel, like, had actually stayed there, because that guy could duck in anywhere. And it was actually, our hotel was even closer to the area that it happened than where we were eating. So then we just went into the room and like called our family and stuff and watched the news. So that wasn't fun. Obviously, that was sad, and I was at the atmosphere. I know it was a different Christmas market, but the one we were at was so nice. Mm-hmm. Like everybody was like well behaved. They saw alcohol and stuff, and nobody was like rowdy or annoying, or everybody was having a good time, and it was like such a nice atmosphere. And then to think that someone just barreled through and killed like 12, I think in the end was 12 people. It was really sad. So that wasn't fun. But that was the drama of it. And then the next day there was just like cops everywhere with like guns and stuff. Like the whole city was like, because that guy still wasn't found. He wasn't found until we were already back in Ireland. We'd already days later. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I want to say luckily, but luckily the day of early in the day of the attack, we were doing all the tour. We did like a 3-hour walking tour. We did all the tourist attractions. And then that happened that night. And then the next day we were going like south of the city. We were doing a lot of like vegan spots, you know what I mean? So they were like out of the city center and like the East Side Gallery, which isn't, in downtown Berlin or anything. Cause there's not a lot of vegan spots in like the center of Berlin. Yeah. There's it just like circles it, like right in downtown area. Mm-hmm. So that was the drama. Most of you probably know that like Berlin specifically is like the vegan capital of Europe, so I was really excited to try out the food there. There were like some that I had like real high expectations for that kind of delivered under what my expectations were, and then some that I didn't have any expectations for that was like, oh my god, this place is so cute and amazing. Mm-hmm.
Which place is it that's like the fancy one, like fancier than Cops?
So there's Cops and the Lucky Lake. Is that the one you're thinking of? Mm-hmm. Okay, the Lucky Lake was closed on both days we were there.
Oh, you were only there 2 days?
Well, 2 days we could have eaten there.
Okay.
We only had 2 opportunities to eat there, and those 2 opportunities, they were closed.
Oh, bummer.
So we were there like 3 total days, but it was like half mm-hmm. and stuff, and the times just didn't work out because they're only open for dinner. So the Lucky Leak didn't happen, but we did go to Cops, and I had high hopes for that, and it was good. It was just good.
Really?
Yeah.
It was so good.
The dessert made it worth going. The dessert was amazing, and I'll talk about it all on my blog, like way more details than you probably even care about. But
did you get drinks?
Matt got a non-alcoholic beer.
Okay, that's definitely not what I was referring to.
That's the closest thing to a drink we got.
Okay.
But, I mean, it was good, but I got, like, my main course, I think, was, like, a beet ravioli, and with beets and beets and beets. There was a lot. I mean, it was good, but there wasn't enough additional flavors.
Were they pink? So was the pasta beet flavored? Because I've been wanting to make beet ravioli for, like, 3 years. Because it would be pink. And how cute is that to have pink? It could even be pink heart-shaped ravioli, which I think
that would be
the
cute.
Cutest thing.
And it was, like, the ravioli itself was very good, the beet ravioli. It's just that there was too much other beet stuff. There wasn't enough. Yeah. I feel like there wasn't enough other complementary flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty much pink. It was kind of dark in there.
So the pastas they are pink. That is really cute. Interesting. So they also put sliced beet in.
Yeah, and there was like
a little much.
Then there was more beet. There was like beet on beet. Yeah. So I had high hopes for that place, and it was good. I guess my expectations were super high, but the dessert was amazing. Mm-hmm. That was worth the whole meal. And while the service wasn't bad, the people were very nice and very explained everything that was in the food and like how they do at fancy places. It was so slow. And the place wasn't even full. Mm-hmm. Like, it took us 2 hours just to eat. Like, we waited a long time for everything. And, like, the check. And it just took forever. So if you were in a rush, do not go there. Because you could easily, just having, like, a dinner could take you 3 hours. Mm-hmm. And that's not sitting around talking. That's eating your food, like, a normal pace. You're not, like, sipping wine and enjoying company. You're just eating, like, and waiting for the next course to come. It could easily take you 2.5, 3 hours. For us, it did. So,
I went when FYI. It wasn't that busy, so I didn't have that experience.
Half the restaurant was empty. So, that's why I was like, I mean, they were very nice. It wasn't like the quality. It was just the speed of the service was like crazy. So that was Cops, it was a very nice restaurant. The people were very nice. It just maybe a little too fancy for me. I don't know. The food was very pretty.
See, what I ordered wasn't a fancy dish. I got the currywurst. Did you get currywurst anywhere while you were in Berlin?
No.
Okay. So you know how all the cities in Germany like specialize in their own type? And so I guess currywurst is the Berlin specialty for bratwurst. And so I ordered it because I was like, oh, well, I'm in Berlin. I obviously have to get this. And because I didn't think I would be able to find it vegan anywhere else.
Yeah.
So the meal that I had at Cops wasn't like a fancy meal. I was also there for lunch, not dinner.
Okay. Yeah.
Which I think maybe is less expensive and less fancy.
Yeah, and we were there. Was it brunch?
Probably.
Okay. Because they only do brunch and dinner, and they only do brunch on the weekends. I was there during the weekdays, so I couldn't go for brunch. It was dinner or you don't go at all.
Yeah.
So those were my options. So we went for dinner. Like I said, check it out. It's very good. It just wasn't my exact thing that I'm into.
Because when I went, it was my favorite place of all the places I ate.
Yeah, because of course I did tons of research, and like the brunch I think stands out for them. But I wasn't there on a weekend, so that wasn't an option for me. But speaking of the currywurst, we did go to another place called Vonner, which did you go there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. They had currywurst there. We didn't get that. We just got the regular kebabs with their fries are super good, like paprika on them and stuff. That was super good. That was a place I'd go back. That was like my kind of place, like a hole in the wall kind of place, which is more my style. That place was really good, and they were very friendly. It was like a lot of food. They give you a lot of food there, so that was super good. And then there was a little cafe bakery called No Milk Today. Did you go there? I don't know if that was open. I don't know how new it is or anything.
I don't remember it, so maybe it wasn't open when I went.
Okay, it's called No Milk Today, and I was just like, okay, we'll stop there. But then when we got in, like, it was so cute, little cafe. Everything was so adorable, like their teacups and everything was so cute. And we got, I got a hot chocolate, Matt got like a latte, and we got, like a bagel sandwich, like, super bagel or whatever. And we got some other stuff too, which I'll talk about in the blog, but it was so cute. Oh, it was adorable in there. Everything was like the mix match furniture and all that. It was super cute. So that's a place that was I was like, oh, we'll just go in there and like, just to like be there, just to go and see.
Get out of the cold.
Yeah. And, but I loved that place. That place was so cute. And then after that, we went to Brambles Vegan Donuts. That was new. It's new. That recently opened. And it's basically like a mix between, I would say, Psycho Donuts and Donut Friend, but it's all vegan. We tried a few different kinds of donuts, and they were very good. And they weren't overly sweet like Psycho Donuts. Like, as soon as you take a bite of Psycho Donuts, like, your teeth aren't going to fall out, which it's like, it makes it not even as enjoyable, I feel. So I really liked there. It's brand new. It was super busy, which is good to see. All kinds of different people in there. So that was another cool place that we did in Berlin. So yeah, that was Berlin pretty much. We weren't there a super long time, and it was close to Christmas, so some things it was hard to get opening hours for and all that. But it was really good. It was a fun trip.
And you didn't go to any coffee places?
Well, No Milk Today is technically a coffee place, I guess. So we had, I'm not a coffee person, Matt is, so he had coffees around. We didn't go to any, like, coffee shops that I can think of.
That was one of the things I remembered a lot about Berlin, is that the cafes were super cute.
Yeah. We just went to No Milk Today.
Sounds like a good list.
Yeah. It was a lot of good food. So, and then, like, surprisingly, when we went to Belfast, we knew that, where I spent 10 days in Belfast with Matt's family. So there's very limited of one of the more so of the places I've traveled. Belfast has been one of the least vegan friendly places I've traveled. Luckily, we just usually eat at home because his parents live there. But this time I was, like, really surprised, because every time it's like, okay, there's a vegan option here, there's a vegan option there. So it's like there's one more place we can actually eat something. It's not like a vegan restaurant or a vegan menu most places, but there's something somewhere we can eat. And that's like the best you can hope for. Maybe there's one more of those each time you go. But this time there's been 2 fully vegan restaurants opened in Belfast.
Oh, wow.
And they're both amazing. I wish they were both here.
So
which is
just
shocking.
in the past year, because
they were
last year.
Yeah, they're new.
Wow,
One,
that's awesome.
so I'll start with that vegan cafe. They had only been open 7 weeks when we ate there, right before New Year's. So they were brand spanking new. So they are a really cute cafe. They're kind of on the small side, which most vegan places are, unless they're one of the big players. But they're really cute, and they seem to specialize in breakfast, all day breakfast. Because their breakfast menu is way bigger than like lunch and stuff, so I assume that's where they specialize in. And so we had the full cooked breakfast. So it's like the sausage, the beans, the
so like the baked beans, like they do in England. Okay.
Yeah, soda bread, scramble, toast. I'll put it all on the blog. Everything else there. I got tea. Matt got coffee. And it was very good. And then we saw this like on the what's the case called when the case, like the stuff inside?
Like a pastry case?
Maybe a pastry case, yeah. So on the pastry case, we saw this like vision of a cake that was like disappearing. We were there at like 10 a.m. and this cake was disappearing in front of us. And we're like, oh my God, whatever that is, I want it. I have to have it. I was like 10 a.m. And like people were like getting it, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna disappear. This place was very busy as well. People were being not turned away, but people were like, oh, there's nowhere to sit. Like,
was it a weekend?
No, it was a week. It was a Friday morning.
Wow,
yeah,
nice.
So it was a weekday. So it was the day before we left. So then it was a Friday morning. So it was very busy, which is very good to see. There were old ladies in there, young ladies in there, like different families, kids, which is nice to see because usually, if you just get like the college kids, it's that's kind of to be expected, I guess. But these other people aren't as typical, so that's really good. It's a good sign. So we ended up getting a big slice of the Victoria sponge cake, which is Matt's favorite kind of cake.
Is that the cake that was disappearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was really, really good. So we had that.
So is sponge cake light and fluffy like an angel food cake?
I'm not an expert, but it was... I think so. I think it was pretty light and fluffy. Yeah. And it has like jam.
Layers of jam?
Yeah, like the cake and then like icing and jam and then the cake and then,
So that's what makes it a Victoria sponge cake is the jam filling?
I don't know. That's just what I'm the wrong person to ask. It was yummy. I didn't ask any questions beyond that. But it was so good. And then, so I'm really excited. I didn't have it until the day we left. Or the day before we left. But if I had gone there earlier, I would have eaten there a couple more times. Mm-hmm. So the other place called Raw Food Rebellion, we ate there twice, 2 days in a row. And at first we heard about it, and we planned to go there. And I thought it was just all raw stuff. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm still going to eat it because it's like a all vegan place.
Yeah.
So we went, and they gave us like a full cooked like lunch menu.
Oh.
Which is pretty extensive.
Huh.
I'll put everything. We tried a lot of different things.
Misleading name.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was all raw food, and also when we were in that vegan cafe, we were telling the waitress about. We're like, oh, we were just in Raw Food Rebellion, and she's like, oh, wasn't it all raw? And we're like, no, it's not actually all raw. They have a full like you can order cooked food in there, like.
Weird that she didn't know.
That the other waitress didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like. I don't know. I feel like in the U.S. that community knows each other.
Yeah.
And like maybe that community's too new still over there to really know each other and support each other. I'm not sure. But, and they were also new. They'd only been open 7 weeks, so. And Raw Food Rebellion was only open like a year or something. Maybe not even. I think it was maybe a year. So they were pretty new. But at Raw Food Rebellion, we like tried a bunch of different things. There was like burrito bowls, green goddess bowls, what was it? It was like rebel tacos. So it was like Asian coleslaw, and it was really good. Those tacos are really good. What else did we have?
What's a green goddess bowl?
It was like hummus, tabbouleh, that kind of stuff. There was like salad in it as well. Matt loved the Caesar salad. They had a really good Caesar salad, like chickpeas in it. That was really good. And we also had a like mint chocolate and mint cake. That was really good. It was like it was like kind of like an imitation of a candy bar they have over there, like an Arrow bar it's called, which is chocolate and mint. So it was kind of like this is like our vegan Arrow bar cake. But I didn't have a reference. I'm like, I don't know what that is anyway. So it was basically just chocolate and mint. So it was really good, and we went back the next day and tried some more stuff. So that was, I think, over the 2 days, everything we did. Oh, we also got like a sandwich, and so there'll be pictures and everything on the website, but we were like just obsessed with it. And they seem to be pretty busy as well, and so we asked how they had been doing, and they said very well. So shocking that those two places are there and they're doing well. So hopefully they're both still open next time I go, because I would love to have it again, and I'd like it even better if they opened one here, which I doubt will ever happen.
Is the chocolate mint cake a raw dessert? Or
I'm pretty sure that all their desserts are raw.
Okay.
Yeah. Because she also brought over little like bliss balls, those type of things, and that was definitely raw. So I think all their desserts for sure are raw, and then they have other raw stuff, but they're cooked. They basically just gave a cooked lunch menu, and everything on it was cooked. And it was very good.
I feel like if you're going to be a raw restaurant in a geographical location that tends to run cold, I think it's a good idea to offer cooked food. Otherwise, I can't imagine how your business could suffer. I don't want to eat cold food when it's cold out.
Yeah, and the fact that I assumed everything was raw. The other people we have talked to assumed everything was raw. So I think they need to get out there that they don't only have raw food. Because I was going to go there anyway, but I went there again because the cooked food was so good. So they needed to push that, because I have people busting down the door if they knew that. The food was so good. So.
Did you write up a review on Happy Cow?
No, I will though.
You should.
I will.
Let people know.
Yeah, those two places were great, and I kept telling everyone, like, go to them to keep them open, so when I come back I can enjoy them again, because I can't really support them in that way. Do my part, like, right now. Hopefully somebody in Belfast listening to this will go and give them some money. But I can't eat there for a while, so I hope they'll stay open and
do you think Matt's family will go there?
Yeah, his parents said they didn't go to that vegan They didn't go to that vegan cafe with us, but they went to Raw Rebellion with us both times. So they would go back. Yeah, they would go back there. And Matt's sister, who's a vegetarian, said she'd frequent them. So that's good. I got a few people keeping the doors open for me. But like I said, they were both very busy, so I don't have there's no real worry that they may close anytime soon. It's not like when I went to Cleveland Vegan, which was very good, and we were the only people in there. And I'm like, shit, I hate to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I want to see places busy.
Like Vtopia?
Yeah.
Is that one of our stories today?
No, but we can mention it for sure.
Yeah, so you told me about this a few days ago or maybe a week ago. Yeah. And I was so sad when you told me, because I honestly feel that the last time we went to Portland together, that was my favorite place that we ate at.
I know you liked it. I was like, oh no. So what Robin's talking about is Vtopia in Portland, Oregon, which specializes in vegan cheese, but has a restaurant, and you can order lots of things there. And you can look on my blog. I got all the stuff that we ordered there, which is it seemed like a very popular place. They're having trouble keeping the doors open. It's not, the Fat Lady hasn't sung yet. They're doing, I think, GoFundMe. We'll put the link in the show notes if you feel like you want to donate some money to help with their overhead. But they may be closing, which is really sad.
So sad.
I hope they don't. But
I was wondering, do you think it might have something to do with their location? Because it was kind of in a strange area.
I don't know, because I feel like with
homegrown right there.
Homegrown, like sharing the same building, essentially, that should, you know what I mean? Like, help. It couldn't hurt, for sure. I don't know. I didn't even know that homegrown location was there, though.
That's the thing.
I always go to the truck.
Yeah, nobody goes to that one because I think it's just a strange location. No one's ever in that area. Yeah, so, I don't know. But, the food was very good there, and I know the food is so good. They were super nice. Remember how nice they were?
I would be sad to see it close, for sure. We need more vegan places. We don't need places closing their doors. No. Unfortunately, that's just sad. So hopefully it doesn't happen. It's not written in stone.
Maybe they could move to a different location. I really feel like
or maybe like, of course, I want their food. Good. I want their food, but if their thing is vegan cheese, maybe just downsize to specialize in that. You know what I mean? And cut all this other stuff away. If that's the only choice.
It's just so nice. Like, having Butcher's Son makes me realize how nice it is to be able to go. So I'll go to Butcher's Son with the idea of getting vegan cheese. Mm-hmm. I'm going there to get my mozzarella, to bring home. It's like my grocery list, you know? Mm-hmm. And then when I'm there, I eat. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like the cafe should be helping keep the cheese shop afloat. I don't understand.
Yeah,
it seems ideally, like such a good business model.
Ideally, yeah. So good. But if to me, I'm thinking if it's close everything, you know, shut down completely.
Oh yeah, or leave the cheese
or just focus
open.
on the cheese. Mm-hmm. Maybe not have a restaurant at all. Then work on distribution of the cheese. I'll take that.
Yeah, true.
If it's not that or nothing. Yeah. But yeah, ideally, I'd love for them to stay open and they are. Yeah. So. Yeah, when I see places like, you know, that happening, and then when I was in Cleveland Vegan, I think Cleveland Vegan's still going strong, hopefully. So I'm glad especially in Belfast, where the vegan culture is very small, the vegan community, it's very small and unknown, and you have these 2 all-vegan places and are busy,
Maybe there's a secret vegan community
underground, living in the sewers. I need to go live with them. Yeah, I don't know, but it was amazing food, and we always are curious. So Matt and I will ask them, how are you guys doing? Mm-hmm. Who do you have coming in here? Because it is in the Raw Food Rebellion is kind of in the area of Queen's University where Matt went to school, which is the main university in Belfast. And they were like, yeah, we do get some students, but it's usually mostly young professionals.
Nice.
And like I said, in that vegan cafe, there was an old woman there with maybe her daughter. And she's like, had the cake before us. I was like, oh, the cake's disappearing. I gotta order the cake before it's gone. She had a slice before us, and she was like talking to the people next to them. She's like, whenever I just try to make vegan cake at home, it doesn't come out like this. So this old lady's making vegan cakes at home in Belfast. What? So it was very good. I was listening to what people were saying, eavesdropping, just to do a social experiment about people that are eating vegan in Belfast. So
I find it difficult not to overhear other people's conversations.
Yeah, sometimes you can't help it. But in these situations, I want to know, who's eating here? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Why? What are the, did you just drag your grandma to this place or whatever? Obviously not, because she makes vegan cakes. So it was very good. That was an unexpected surprise, these 2 places.
Did you go to other cities also?
I was in Dublin, and I had cornucopia twice.
Okay.
But that's just what, the usual.
Did you look to see if they had anything new open up or no?
No, not really, because we were there a very short amount of time.
Like flying in and out, basically.
Yeah. Dublin was a layover from going to Berlin and then back to Belfast and stuff. So it was just very, very quick, but enough just to go and have cornucopia. So.
Yeah, I've been to Barcelona, but it was so long ago, 7 years ago or something. I'm sure they have so many new things. There's some really cute things I'm very excited about. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Really cute desserts, and I'm excited.
That's the pinnacle of vegan traveling is where can I find cute desserts? They're so tasty.
That's pretty much all I want in life.
I know.
Oh, and Shane and Marie tagged me this morning in a picture for doing a 7-day pastry challenge, which I don't know a lot about, but it seems like it's kind of like a thing where you do it and then you tag other people who make pastries. So I have 7 days worth of cute pastries to post over this next week.
Okay, so okay, I get it.
But I don't have time to make any because I'm getting ready to go to Spain, so I have to post things I've already made.
Don't be an Ashley. You thought I was don't be an ass, didn't you? Don't be an Ashley and just bombard your schedule for you're gonna go on a really long trip. Yeah, not smart.
I don't want to do that.
Because that's what I did, and I was pulling my hair out.
I am already making long lists of things I have to do before I leave, so I'm trying to.
Yeah, just don't try to add it. Get what you need to get done, but don't kill yourself.
Add anything, okay?
Because
are you going to the veggie grill dinner this week?
No, I don't think so.
I might not.
I have other stuff going on this week.
I was trying to decide if I should push it or if I should just not go.
That is a prime example of saying no. Okay?
I know.
Because when it comes to the day of or the night before, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. Yeah. I shouldn't go. I already said yes.
Yeah.
This is the thinking ahead thing that we talked about in a previous episode. Like, think of what you're going to feel like then.
I know.
There you
Okay.
go.
No veggie grill dinner for me.
Yeah, and Penny has a doctor's appointment early that day, so I want to be home with her depending on the...
She has so many doctor appointments.
Yeah, she's got some health stuff going on right now.
Poor Penny.
Liver, something's going on with her liver. We're trying to figure it out. So she has to get blood work again.
I put a post up on Instagram to try to meet some of the friends that I have on Instagram. Just to learn more about people, because I feel like I have all these people I follow and all these people who follow me, and because of Instagram's new algorithm, I only see
I hate
like
it.
a few of the people's posts. So
Yeah.
I'm not learning about everyone like I want to be.
Yeah.
And so I noticed that Cruelty Free Goddess posted this really cute thing that she thought of, and I was like, okay, I have to do this too. Which is just like get to know your Instagram friends. And so Matt's sister posted and said, "Hi, I'm Penny Lane's aunt."
She did? I didn't see that.
It was so cute.
I didn't see that. That's funny.
I didn't get a chance to reply to her because I had like 50 people to reply to, but I thought it was cute.
That is cute.
It made me chuckle.
That's funny. Yeah, so what were we talking about? Oh, my trip. Yeah. So, yeah, that was pretty much... I'll go into way more detail in the blog, but... I'm going to have Belfast updated by the time this comes out. And then Berlin will be coming. It will be coming. But Belfast, as of right now, is updated. Go look at it.
And to remind people what the URL is?
Yeah, it's at theveganadventure.com. And Belfast won't be at the top because it's being updated. I already have a Belfast post, so you can just go to Traveling Vegan and click on that, and then you can have all the cities listed out, and then you can go to the Belfast one and read all about it. The new stuff.
I'm glad we're doing a really good job of staggering our trips so that we have time in between to record our podcast.
Yeah. I want to pretend like we meant to do that. You know what I mean?
We're just connected so well mentally that we don't even need to say it out loud.
Well, we are overlapping one, because when you're gone, I'm going on a little trip.
Oh,
I'm going to LA for my birthday.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to be at Disneyland for my 31st birthday.
Oh, cool.
Like a big kid that I am.
The big kid that I am. Are you deciding where you're going to go besides there?
Well, on the Friday we're doing Disneyland, and then the Saturday we're just, doing LA. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do Little Pine Brunch.
I love their brunch.
That's a must. That's happening. Mm-hmm. And then we haven't gone further than that. Okay. And then Sunday we're just going to get up and drive home.
You have to go to Pomegranate.
Okay.
For dessert.
Okay. I don't have a problem going anywhere for dessert. They'll get me there. Okay. Well, we haven't fleshed it out yet, but we'll do those two for sure.
And so now it's time for Ask Ashley.
That's me.
So Ashley, how are the animals doing these days?
Well, some are doing good, some are not doing so well. Okay. Okay. So we had interestingly how these two stories happen that were so similar but different. Have I got your attention? Mm-hmm. Are you intrigued?
I don't know about our listeners, but I am intrigued.
In the same week, I believe, there were two very high-profile orca deaths.
Oh, two?
Yeah.
I did not know.
So Tilikum died, which you probably heard of, because that's everywhere. Everyone knows that Tilikum died. And if you don't know, Tilikum died. And he is just in case you've been living under a rock since 2013 or something, Tilikum is the killer whale orca that lives at SeaWorld that was involved in 3 deaths. And so he was the subject of the documentary Blackfish. If you haven't seen it, what have you been doing with your life? But go and do it now. So he finally passed away from undisclosed condition. I know a few months ago I had mentioned, I think we talked about it, that he was having some lung infections or something, and they said, okay, well, this is probably the beginning of the end. And then it just seemed to recover, but now he's passed away. So, of course, SeaWorld says that they're deeply saddened by his death.
And the effect it's going to have on their profits.
Well,
weren't they about to stop doing?
Well, they are. They've already said they're going to stop the breeding program and the shows. So it's just kind of he's old, he's sick, he's our bull. This is where we get all of our sperm. He's done, basically. So we might as well look like we are good people and do this because he's dead. So They said he's about estimated to be 36 years old. They don't know for sure because he was born in the wild and was living in the wild off the coast of Iceland.
Do we have any idea what the natural lifespan of an orca is?
Well, that's kind of a segue into the next part of it.
Great.
So I'll get to that. Okay. So he was a wild capture, so they don't really know exactly when he was born, but they said he's estimated to be about 36 years old. So that's very sad for him. He never got, not even the sea pen. He never felt the ocean again. Nothing. So it's very sad for him that he just never made it out of a tank. And that's it for him. In another way, I'm like, at least it's over for him. He doesn't have to like suffer in that tank anymore and be sick and all that stuff. And obviously severely emotionally distressed if you kill 3 people. You're not happy. Even an animal of that intelligence. So that's very sad. But kind of going over to the other side, another bittersweet death. That Granny died. Do you know who Granny is?
No.
So Granny is believed to be the oldest orca on Earth, who's over 100 years old, and she's missing, presumed dead.
And how are people like Granny, how are people monitoring her life?
So there are organizations that are just 100% dedicated to tracking pods, their migration, their feeding, all of that. Okay. That's the reason they exist. When they were supposed to come back, her pod came back and she wasn't with them. She's a matriarch. She's the leader of the pod. Okay, she's the boss because orcas are a matriarchal society. Women, the female orcas rule the roost. Okay, so she was the matriarch of that pod, and she wouldn't just wander off. You know what I mean? She's the boss. She's there. And I guess it's been since October she hasn't been sighted, which just doesn't happen. So the males will leave the pod. They'll go off and impregnate other orcas or whatever, but they will come back to their moms and to their pod a lot of the time. But that's just not something that she would do in her circle, in her little social circle. So she's presumed dead. So she said that she was estimated to be over 100 years old. For 100, she's 105 probably.
That's amazing.
So they can live a long time in the wild. Poor Tilikum made it to 36. It is true that females tend to live longer. Just like in humans and orcas, females tend to live longer lives.
Oh, is that true for humans?
Yeah, women tend to live longer lives than men. So, yeah, good for us. Of course, it doesn't always happen that way. But overall, statistically, that's the way it works.
For me and you, it's going to happen.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah. I'm going to live forever. So, I'm going to have my head frozen and stuff. So it's just kind of a juxtaposition of these 2 lives that ended in the same week. Granny was basically born around the time the Titanic sank, okay, and had this whole life in freedom and had children that she could actually raise, not being carted off to San Antonio or Orlando or wherever for profits, and was able to live a life of a free. She escaped live capture. There were some live captures that she was kind of close to, and she always evaded that. And then Tilikum, who had that life at one point, but then was taken. So it's just interesting that these 2 lives ended around the same time, but they were so different, but they're the same animal. So it's interesting. And Granny's name is J2. That's her actual catalog name. She was just named Granny because she was an old lady, but J2 is her actual scientific name because they're all named like that. They really studied her for the last 40 years because she was so old. She was the oldest known orca, and just studying menopause. So was she the oldest even 40 years ago? As far as I'm not sure. Probably. This is pretty. I don't think they've known when it's got quite this far. 105-ish years old. Mm-hmm. But Granny and Tilikum, they're gone.
I kind of like that those stories went together.
It's interesting how life happens like that when they had such different experiences, from the same birth situation, different parts of the world, but free orcas born in the wild, how different paths their lives took, and then to end around the same time. Okay, so our next story is from Food Navigator USA.com, and the headline is Ripple Plant-Based Milk to hit 6,000 stores by late summer 2017 with Creamer's kids products in the pipeline. So this is something interesting. So the company is Ripple, and it's plant-based milk. It's made from pea protein. So it's basically I'm kind of I'm likening this to like the Beyond Burger, like the next phase of plant-based milks. Like Beyond Burger is kind of like the next phase of beef vegan burgers or whatever. So I found this interesting because it's pea-based, and that's a new thing to me as far as plant-based milks go. So it's claiming to like really like be the next generation. It's supposed to be a lot healthier. There's less sugar in it, less calories, and more protein. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. And it says it has 1/6 of the saturated fat and half the sugar of 2% dairy milk, which we wouldn't be drinking anyway, but if people really like this is another option for them to switch from dairy milk.
Also, the pea proteins that I've seen, I know that the protein powder that I use in my shakes has pea powder in it, and it's higher in protein than almonds.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about calcium, but I know that in California, I don't know if other states have this problem, but in California, we're almost having like an almond shortage because almond milk has become so popular that we are having trouble keeping up. And so this will be a good solution to that problem too.
Yeah.
So they're going to have it at a whole bunch of stores by the end of by summer of 2017, but they already have it at stores now, right?
Yeah, so it says it's at Target. It's at Target and Whole Foods. It says it's also available at Sprouts, Jewel Osco, which is a store I'm not familiar with, Meijer, and other big names. So it's, and apparently going to be more by the end of this year. So
that's a good list already because those are some...
Target's everywhere.
Yeah.
Whole Foods is everywhere pretty much. So, Sprouts and Meijer. Meijer is just, regional, regular grocery store. So
is Sprouts everywhere or just here?
I think it might be just around here, or maybe the West Coast.
Oh, wait. Was Sprouts the one that was in Florida? I think they had a Sprouts in Florida, unless I'm mixing it up with something else. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's already out there, but it's definitely going to it's going to go to a whole new level in 2017, apparently, because it's so amazing. So I'm excited. And it's only been on the market since April. So, and the attention it's getting is crazy. So this could be the Beyond Burger of plant-based milk. So I'm excited about that. Because anytime there's any like groundbreaking developments in any of these kind of areas, I'm like so super excited. Even if it's not something that's for me. Like we were talking earlier about the Beyond Burger. It's not for me. I don't want a beef burger. I don't want to taste like a beef burger. Other things, as close as it gets, is fine. Like we've discussed before, like chicken and turkey, vegan chicken and turkey. That can be very close, and I'm fine. But with beef, I just can't go there. But other people want to, and that's great. I'm so glad that it's there, and even though I'm not going to buy it, my husband will, and he'll like it, or other vegans will like it. So any movement forward, even if it's not really my thing, I'm all for it. So this will be really interesting. So it comes in 48 ounces. Did I say that right? Yeah. 48 ounces and 12 ounces. So you can always like try to get the smaller one and like test them out, or obviously they're, serving size, so you can take them with you to work or whatever. So they come in original, unsweetened original, vanilla, and chocolate milk. So it's supposed to be...
Oh, actually, it's very high in calcium. I mean, it's possible they add the calcium. Oh, yeah, calcium. They add calcium.
Okay. Yeah, so before we recorded this, I had to go get groceries at Whole Foods, and I was like, hey, wouldn't it be fun if I found it at Whole Foods and we did a taste test while we recorded? Because I hadn't even heard of this before I found the article. You haven't heard of it?
I've never heard of it. And remember, didn't we just have an episode, like, a couple episodes ago where we listed all the milks we could think of?
Yeah, and we didn't say pea milk.
Because we didn't know about it.
That sounds gross. But PEA milk, gotta spell it out. Prince, PEA. So, here's another one. So, I had to get the big one because I didn't have the 12 ounces, but... so, we're going to try the chocolate. Chocolate Ripple, dairy-free, as it should be. 100% plant-based. So, it says here, there's 8 grams of protein per serving, 30% less sugar than chocolate milk. So, that's dairy from a cow, that chocolate milk they're referring to. 50% more calcium and 32 megs. What is that? What is that thing? MG? What is that actually?
Milligrams?
Okay. Yeah. 32 milligrams of DHA omega-3s. So that looks pretty good.
You're like megabytes.
It's lactose-free, nut-free, gluten-free, and 100% vegan. Which is how I like it.
I like that they label it all, too.
Oh my gosh. Just put the vegan on it. It's so much easier than doing...
Okay, cheers.
Okay.
It's good.
I like it.
Yeah. I like it, too. Did you ever get the Silk dark chocolate almond milk?
Oh, dark chocolate?
Mm-hmm, that's
No.
what it's called.
No.
I used to buy it before
I didn't even know there was dark chocolate almond milk.
It was my favorite. I was so obsessed with it, and then I had to stop buying from Silk because I got mad at them as a company. Mm-hmm. But this reminds me of that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It's delicious. I have zero qualms, and you know how picky I am.
Yeah.
I make my own almond milk because I hate packaged almond milk.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever, it's good. I don't really have a discerning palate where I'm like, oh, this is... I knew you would have an opinion one way or another.
So good.
I mean, it's good. I like it.
You know
I'm trying to put my finger on what exactly is different about it.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
It doesn't have a gross aftertaste like every other packaged milk.
Yeah.
I really like it. I also like that your article mentions creamer in the headline.
Yeah, so apparently there's more to come.
I can't
different
wait.
kinds. You know, right now they just have the 4 different types of milks, but apparently there's more to come, which is good because this is a good...
Because right now I buy almond milk creamer.
I agree that it's... For me, sometimes the issue is not like an aftertaste, but an after texture. Is that a thing?
Yes, it totally is. Mouthfeel.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I feel like this is very smooth.
Yes.
Like, after, too.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
I
know exactly what you mean. No, you're definitely not crazy.
Because they're all, for me, they're all smooth enough when I'm drinking them. But that afterwards, there's kind of like a residue. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. I'm not crazy. And this is like smooth all the way.
Yeah. I'm into it. I'm so glad you got the big one.
Yeah. That's good. You want some more?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I only asked you to give me a tiny bit because I was
Well,
scared.
if you don't like it, yeah.
You know how
Tell me when.
When? Thanks.
Yeah, so,
Yay!
Okay, taste test. This is Dolls and Donuts approved. We'll make sure to let them know so they can put it on their website, and they can put a big sticker on it when they sell it in the stores that it's Dolls and Donuts approved.
Yeah, they should do that.
Yeah.
And I feel like this would be a good time for us to do Wag or Whimper.
Okay, but this makes us wag. That was a communal wag. That was good. I like it. Very good.
So I'm extremely excited that this milk was a wag because my Wag or Whimper this month is a whimper. Aww. So Beyond Meat, everyone seems to have opinions about it. Mm-hmm. I had some crumbles in some tacos that we had for solstice because we celebrate solstice and it's not like a traditional Christmas thing, so we don't really do Christmas dinner. We just do whatever. So this year we did tacos, and my parents got this Beyond Meat crumbles, taco crumbles. I don't even know what it was called.
I wouldn't be into that.
They got it. Delicious. So good.
It's like ground beef. It's supposed to be, right?
I guess.
Right.
Not my thing at all.
Right.
I'm
because I would not be into it.
Yeah. That was the first thing I stopped eating.
In theory.
I mean, maybe
I would
not first.
In theory, I wouldn't be into ground beef. Even the vegan one. I'd be like, ugh.
Absolutely not. But it was so good. I mean, granted, it was in with a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
But I loved it. And so when I saw the Beyond Meatballs, Italian meatballs, I was like, oh, great. I just had this taco crumbles from this company. I really liked those. I'm going to try this. Ashley, you know how I am about not wasting food.
Mm-hmm. Even though lately you've been saying, I threw it out a lot.
Because it's...
You've been having some bad experiences.
I think maybe because I'm being more... What is the word?
Adventurous?
Yes, thank you. I'm being more adventurous. And you know that normally I used to be a food racist. And so the fact that I am being adventurous and trying new things, even though I'm not sure if I'm going to like them, is leading to me having some disasters.
That's going to happen. Then you have some good things too. So, you're going to have both.
So bad. And even David, who liked the Beyond Burger from Veggie Girl and said he would order it again, could not eat the meatballs. Like I was like, you could eat them and we don't have to waste them. No, he wouldn't eat
them.
So
what was the issue?
The texture, the taste, everything about it.
Oh,
so
no.
bad.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's not good.
You know. So I would advise any listeners who are thinking about getting meatballs to avoid that one and just stick with the Guardian meatballs, because the Guardian ones are so good. And
That's the ones I've tried.
why do you need anything else?
Yeah.
Just don't. Don't leave the Guardian.
So obviously the vegan meatball market still has to have its Ripple or its Beyond burger. It still needs its whatever it's going to be.
You're right.
Because that niche still needs to be filled, apparently.
Yeah.
Or it can go to the next level. Still waiting for it.
We're waiting.
Maybe next time whoever they come out with it, we'll have a taste test.
Yes, sounds great. So the Beyond Beef meatballs made me whimper.
So I have a wag. So while I was in Berlin, some of you may be familiar with the vegan grocery store chain Vegans, or Vegans, I guess is how you say it over there. Vegans.
With a Z.
With a Z. And so I went there. We had some food and goodies, which is kind of like an Deli bakery, kind of like small cafe type of thing that they have attached. So of course we went through the grocery store to have a look at stuff, and limited amount of things we could take with us back home. But one thing that we got was the Vegans like brand sandwich biscuits.
What's
so they're cookies.
Biscuit? Oh, okay.
They're cookies.
Okay.
And they were a white cookie, so vanilla, a chocolate cookie, and then like chocolate whatever filling.
So like an Oreo.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Like that. That's what it looked. That's how it was put together. And it came in like a cylinder, like a paper cylinder, and that's how you bought them. And they were super cheap. They were like under €3 for, God, I don't know how many were in there. 20?
Okay.
So, and they're bigger than Oreos.
Oh, okay.
They're probably the like height of Oreos, but they're much larger around.
Diameter.
Yeah, they're much bigger. So I got these. I was like, okay, I've seen them on their Instagram. I've seen them around. I was like, these are probably safe. I'll bring these home. And like, they're so good.
What flavor's the filling?
It's chocolate.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what it. It's all in German on it, so I'm not even really sure like what it is. If it's supposed to be like a mousse, if it's supposed to be like a jelly, or what it's supposed to be like. But it's chocolate for sure. So it's a chocolate biscuit, a vanilla biscuit, and chocolate in the middle.
Nice.
And it's such an interesting texture. If I describe it the way I want to describe it, you're gonna think it's disgusting. But it almost has like a dusty texture. Or like a sandy or something texture, and that's
You're right. That doesn't sound.
I know, but it's just it's just the way it like crumbles is like so good, and I know that does not sound appetizing, but it was really, really good. The taste is really good, and the texture is different than any cookie type of thing I've had, and that's what I mean. Like it's hard to describe because I've never had that texture before. And I'm like, oh my God, Matt! I was eating like one like a couple of nights ago, and I'm like, what are we gonna do when we run out of this packet? I think you might be able to order offline from them internationally, but I'm like, what are we gonna do? We only have like 6 left, or like ration them for the next like couple of years or something. And I got 2 because they were so cheap, and I was like, okay, this will be for the office at my work. I'll just put them out. And I'm like, why did I give them out to work? I should have kept them. No, I'm just kidding. If anyone listens, I work with. It was just for you guys. Now I'm like, damn it, why didn't I buy a 3rd pack? Because they're so good.
So next time someone's going to Berlin, I should ask them to smuggle me back some?
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked them a lot. And we got some other things there. We had a lot of, those are not seasonal. They're just there all the time. But they also had a lot of seasonal things. They had a lot of the chocolate-covered gingerbread with different flavors. So they had a bunch of different varieties of chocolate-covered gingerbread. And I got like raspberry. It's hard to tell you like what they call it because it's in German, but it's basically like another thing I got that was definitely a wag was like a chocolate foundation, kind of like I guess you could say like a little cookie, a thin chocolate cookie with kind of like chocolate cakey substance with a raspberry center, like a jelly raspberry center, and then coated in chocolate on top. And those came in like a pack of 4, and those were super good too.
Sounds good.
But I love those cookies. I just can't get enough of them. So the Vegans sandwich biscuits made me wag. Okay, so those are our wags and whimpers. So Robin, what's been happening at the Vegan Dollhouse?
Well, I've been doing a lot of holiday type things at the dollhouse because I had some time off work, luckily. And so one of those things was, everyone gets super excited about the holidays so they can watch Christmas movies?
Yeah.
Are you one of those people? I can tell.
I'm scared. Like, yeah. You can tell me what you hate those people. I didn't watch as many as I wanted to. I only got Home Alone. We watched on Christmas Eve, I think. So we gathered everyone around and watched it in Ireland. And then I watched Griswold Christmas. Those are only 2 I got to.
Okay.
I want to do 1 a week, like, of December. It didn't happen. I only got to 2.
You had a busy December.
Yeah,
it's okay. You have a good excuse. So I don't do that. But whenever I see other people getting excited about it, reminds me that my one Christmas movie that I get excited about is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Wow, big surprise.
So I made snake and spider stew, which was basically minestrone soup, but I made little spiders out of Kalamata olives, and they were so cute.
Ew.
So that's on my website at vegandollhouse.com. And my other really exciting thing...
Oh my God. I know what you're going to talk about, and I just got to... I'm going to say, I showed my mother-in-law what you're going to talk about, the little video, and she was just like, oh, like loved it. Because, she's a talent like you do of baking and stuff.
Oh,
she's
nice.
talented like that as well. And every person that came in the house... that was like family or friends, or she's like, show them Robin's what you're gonna talk about. Show them. It was a favorite. It was around the house.
Aww.
And I had My Little Pitiful House.
It was your Christmas movie? One of the Christmas movies?
Yeah, I guess so. We watched it long enough to be a movie. So yeah, we were all excited about it when we saw this. So I'll let you talk about it.
So the video that Ashley's referring to, and that's so good to know that people enjoyed it, is just a really short, like 10-second video of my gingerbread carousel going around. And the gingerbread carousel was designed and created and completed in 1 weekend. So, and when I say 1 weekend, I mean like every second of that weekend. Like I had to order veggie grill because I did not have time to make food for myself to eat. Like I made dinner, we made pizza waffles the night that we were making all the stuff, but the next day when everything was being assembled, we had to order veggie grill.
Oh my God.
There was like no cooking.
Commitment.
Yeah. So I had Jessica and Pam both over. They both had sleepovers so that we could finish this in time. So it was 3 people in 1 weekend.
Oh my God.
To complete it. So it was a really lot of work. I would not advise anyone making it unless you have some time off work and you're really committed to making something cute. But it turned out really good, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and cannot forget about the little koala that was riding one of them. I was like, look at the little koala go around. Wait till he comes around again. Oh, there he is. He's riding on the carousel. That was like the cherry on top. That was so freaking cute. I couldn't even take it.
That little koala actually came from
Lucky it wasn't here. I just would have grabbed the whole thing and squeezed it because it was so cute. And I'm like, oh, I ruined it. That's how cute it was.
Yeah, when Kathy and Omer got married, they had all those little koalas as the like wedding favors.
Oh,
and they were
put
all
to good
doing
use.
cute
That was
things.
so freaking cute.
Yeah, I think he had a good ride. So everything, even the templates, if you want to print out the templates, because we obviously created the templates from scratch, since nothing like this existed on the internet. So yeah, all that is on my website at vegandollhouse.com for anybody who's really motivated.
Well, you gotta see
Christmas.
it. First of all, like, I don't think anyone else is gonna attempt this because no one's as crazy as you are. But everybody needs to see it for sure. If you don't on Instagram, then I'm sure there's plenty of pictures on your website, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you need to at least see this thing because it's just insane.
Yeah.
It's freaking so cute.
I've already gotten one person on my Instagram who says she's gonna make it because she's planning on making an entire amusement park next year. A gingerbread amusement park. Is that crazy?
Oh my God, she's crazier than you are.
I know.
Sure.
I don't know how she's gonna have time to make it
God.
all. Maybe she just has a bigger friend circle that she can tap into.
She won't after. You'll have like, I'm all alone. We're like, oh, Sally made us do that freaking like gingerbread roller coaster and all that. Oh my God.
I know. I probably should send thank you cards to Jessica and Pam for helping. Huh?
So what happened to it? Did you eat it?
I'm going to eat it. I kind of forgot it existed because I carried it out to the garage to hang out there because we had a little bit of an ant issue in here over the holidays. And then I kind of forgot about it. And today when we were cleaning the house, David was like, what are you going to do with that carousel? And I was like, oh, I want to eat it. So he broke it apart, and I'm going to take the pieces to Jessica's house, and we're going to eat it.
Yeah. That blew my mind. If you haven't seen it, you don't know why I'm going crazy, but once you see it, you'll know.
Yeah, it's pretty much the cutest thing I've made all year.
Maybe
in my life,
ever,
right?
I think.
Okay.
I'm not saying something, because you've made a lot of cute stuff. That thing was just like another stratosphere of cute.
Aw, thanks.
So did you put it on like a Lazy Susan or something?
Well, I think a Lazy Susan is a really good option, but I actually have a cake spinner for decorating cakes.
Okay.
And that's what I put it on.
Yeah, that same.
Yeah. Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't decorate cakes on the regular, you can use a Lazy Susan to make it spin.
Yeah, that was great.
So let's see. And the other things that I made were for New Year's Eve. What did you do for New Year's Eve?
I was on a plane for I was traveling for 20 hours on New Year's Eve.
Fun. Did you see fireworks out the plane window?
No. It was over the ocean, and then it was dark.
I didn't see fireworks
either. I didn't. So when we got home, like, West Coast time zone, we were in bed by 10. Like, I was just too exhausted. I had been up for over 24 hours at that point. And then I woke up because people were like, meow, out there shooting off their shotguns or whatever they were doing, yeehaw, it's midnight. And not that happens in Santa Clara, California.
Yeah, no one said yeehaw, I'm pretty sure.
But I was like, woke up, and I'm like, oh, it must be midnight. Yeah, so that was my New Year's, just traveling and sleeping. So
okay,
I didn't do anything for New Year's.
Okay. So I planned, of course, an entire New Year's menu because that's what I do. Mm-hmm. And my highlights from my New Year's menu were I made a Frappuccino, which I call a cold brew cooler. So it's probably not made the same way that a Starbucks Frappuccino would be made. But in the past, I've tried to make this, not tried very hard, obviously, but I've tried to make it, and I've had it separate. There's a lot of separating issues because at Starbucks, I think they must use some sort of a coffee-flavored syrup. They don't use actual coffee. And so I've had a lot of separating issues. So this time I put in some xanthan gum, and I think it helped a lot. It's not completely separation-free, but it really helped the consistency. So that recipe is on the website. And then the other thing that I made for New Year's is, when do you have like a list of your favorite emojis that you use? You know how they always put your favorites at the front?
Yeah, like frequently used.
Yes.
Yeah.
So one of mine is this one that's like a party popper, where it's like, woo.
Is it the one where it's like the horn looking thing? Or the one that opens like it has the two?
Okay, not that one.
Not that one.
Not the two. It's the horn looking one.
Yeah, I use that
confetti.
often.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, so do I.
Yeah.
It's definitely in my frequently used. Yeah. And so I figured when I was trying to think of what to make for New Year's, that was the first thing that popped into my mind was that emoji.
Yeah.
And so I made that. I made sushi party popper emojis.
Oh my goodness.
They're really
I
cute.
haven't seen. Have you put them on Instagram?
Yeah, they're on Instagram.
All right, well, hold on. Let me have an opinion.
Okay. Please share your opinion that you are going to have.
I have to. I can't help myself.
So the recipe for those.
Oh, okay. I missed this one.
The recipe for those is on vegandollhouse.com and also on my YouTube account at Vegan Dollhouse.
Oh, yeah, these are cute.
And the YouTube is nice because it actually shows you how to roll them and how to use the soy wrappers and stuff like that. Yeah,
those are cute.
They're cute, right?
Yeah. What other emojis are you going to do now?
Oh, I know.
You've started something now.
Someone else asked me that, too. I think it would be cute. I talked to David about it when we were trying to brainstorm, so I'm not sure what's going to come next, but...
I know one emoji you won't do.
Yes, you're
right.
Or
how the very last one, if you have to pleat a ball.
Yeah. Well, I guess I would want to do ones that I like to use a lot. So the sparkle heart. Mm-hmm. I really like using that. I don't know how I would do that with food.
And it's funny how it changes, like, whatever you're going through.
Oh,
like, that you're like, wow, these are also negative or very sad or whatever. If you're going through, like, a rough week or whatever. And then other times it's all like, yay! You can, like, tell, like, what you're, like...
That's funny. I haven't paid much attention. I haven't analyzed my personality and mood based on
a lot of mine's like
like
mine's still like holiday wise. So it's like air flags, airplanes, cakes, like
Oh,
stuff
well,
like
I've
that.
already done the cow emoji because when I did the Moo Witches for Collared Cowgirls website, I based my Moo Witches on that emoji, the cow emoji.
Okay, so now this is your second one, really.
Yes, this is actually my second one in the series.
Yeah, I have a lot of travel holiday ones still. Like desserts, books.
Mine's there's lots of desserts in mine also.
Yeah.
No, there will never be the book emoji in mine. Actually, I use the book emojis when I post stuff on my work's Instagram.
I love cakes that look like books, like stacks of books. That's really cool. I like those.
I saw a video on Instagram this morning where someone made like a suitcase cake. I was like, "How?
That would be
it's
cool.
so good."
That would be cool.
It's all
It was like
though.
vintage looking suitcases. Okay,
Yeah.
and then I like it. And I'll like some like
Oh
random.
no, you would have loved it. It was a vintage looking suitcase.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I didn't even know it was a cake when I first saw it.
So, what's your what is your gonna be the outside inspiration for this birthday cake that you promised me so many months ago?
Oh, when is the birthday?
Well, it's the end of this. You're gonna be gone, so
Oh,
there's no like rush to get on my birthday because you're not even gonna be here, so it can happen whenever. So you're free for that. You know what I mean? There's no. You don't have to like. You
so
know
it can
what I
be
mean?
anytime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember what it was?
It was a banana split ice cream cake?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
I do want to think about it, though. Can I make a note of that?
Yes, please do.
I clearly have already almost forgotten, and
it was recorded. Can't go back now.
No one listens to these things, right?
If people come out with pitchforks outside your door, like torches and pitchforks. Show us the cake. Show us the cake.
Banana split ice cream cake. Okay.
I always tag you in all these cute things that I like. And I'm like, I hope she makes this or that. Or, I always tag you in like cute desserts and stuff that I see.
Yeah, I like that. There's a couple other friends that I have who do that too. I'm very fortunate that I have you guys in my life.
Thanks.
I like it. I mean, even if I'm not going to make something that I see, everything gives you inspiration in ways that you don't realize, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's nice.
I love that stuff. I just don't have a talent for it. So
I'm you used to.
Yeah, I just didn't. When I became vegan, I just stopped baking because I feel like, I guess the thing was I liked decorating. I didn't like baking.
Right.
So I just used the boxes just to like the eggs and everything. That's what I used, and then I would actually like to decorate.
But what keeps you from just getting plain donuts at Whole Foods, like from Posh Bakery donuts, and then bringing them home and decorating them?
I don't know. Maybe now time.
Yeah, time is always an issue.
Then I was like, yeah, nothing to do. You know what I mean? Now it's like, that'd be hard.
You're like, oh, nothing to do.
I don't have a blog. I don't have a podcast. I don't have this. I don't have that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, you can blame this podcast for not having time to decorate cakes.
Yeah.
I think the listeners would probably opt to hear us chit-chat with them once a month and
then look at my
then
stuff
look at
I
your
make.
cakes.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
All right, so are we all done?
I think so.
Should we say goodbye?
Yeah.
All right,
Say
so that wraps up episode 16. If you're listening on YouTube or iTunes and you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to us. It makes us very happy, and we also like comments and ratings, only if they're 5-star ratings. If you do not think that we are 5-star quality, please keep all opinions to yourself. Thank you so much. And Ashley, if listeners want to find you, where should they look?
You can find me and all of my social media links and all that at theveganadventure.com. So like I said before, Chicago and Belfast are posted right now. So go and check those out. Much more detail than I gave that I give on the podcast. I go into much more detail with pictures and all kinds of stuff on the blog. So you can see more there. What about you, Robin?
And I'm at vegandollhouse.com and Vegan Dollhouse on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Gmail, etc. And I'll probably be posting some stuff about the vegan food that I eat in Spain this month. So you can check out vegandollhouse.com for a blog post about my Spain adventure. And if you want to follow Dolls and Donuts, we're on the internet at dollsanddonuts.com and on Twitter at dolls_donuts and on Instagram at dolls&donuts. And that's all spelled DOUGH.
Yeah, the cute way.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.